this could have been a better video than what it is now. What it's going to be actually. Now I want to address something that is basically related to my intellect. One thing that I know that has always been there, an issue, which is that I'm not used to just voicing out my thoughts, especially when I'm thinking about complicated things. It's very difficult for me to think using my mouth. But what I wanted to cover right now is that there's an insecurity that I have when it comes to me voicing out my thoughts. There are certain things that patterns that I notice, and then sometimes I'm like, okay, is it worth pointing out that pattern? Because sometimes you feel like, oh, that's just an obvious pattern. People are aware of that pattern and stuff like that. And then right now, I'm at a point in my life where I actually have to voice out many things. I have to try and get out of my head because it's not going to save me anymore. This is a new phase in my life, and I have to kind of get out. I have to get out of my head and speak with my mouth, express those ideas, even though maybe 99% of them do not belong to me. The point is, it doesn't matter if those ideas don't belong to me. They are still there, and I have to organize them because they are in the form of thoughts, and thoughts will remain thoughts until you voice them out in a maybe cohesive manner. Now, I have issues, and one of those issues is I don't like showing that I'm smart because I don't feel smart. It's like, okay, right now in this particular moment, I know that my intellect is above average. At least that's what I think I know. However, I'm not sure about that until I've taken an IQ test. You can't be certain with these things because there might be someone out there who can speak the way I do, can express their ideas the way I'm able to, and can take apart a complicated subject in a very quick manner, more than I can right now. So I think one of the benefits that will come from this journey of mine of trying to voice out my thoughts is I will be able to actually find out how deeper I can go when it comes to these things that I think about. Because thinking, most people nowadays claim to be thinkers. And by thinkers, I mean that when they hear their voices in their heads, they think that they are smart and they are able to articulate themselves, and the problem is just their mouth. The truth is, that's also the case in my head. So I don't want to just remain that like that. I want to actually show how much smart I can become. No, I think that's the wrong way to put it because how do I put it? I am not sure how smart I am. So the point of this is to exhaust my intellect as much as I can. Although I could have done that in high school, but in high school I was dealing with other problems. Well, I wasn't really dealing with other problems. I was too afraid to deal with the problems that I'm currently confronting in this particular moment with this journey. So yeah, there's that too. I'm excited how far I can go, how deep I can go, how smart I can, how knowledgeable and wise and articulate. How far can someone go if they actually did try and exhaust their intellect? Because honestly, I don't like feeling like I'm not giving it my all. Because then it's like there's this insecurity where you don't know whether you're smart or not, and I'm tired. Yep. I wanted to make, well, Saturday I'm supposed to release a video according to the schedule that I'm supposed to follow, but it's it's not it. This is not it. However, one thing that I've tried to fix is my sleeping schedule. I'm trying my best. I think I might have insomnia, and I can solve that insomnia by not having being exposed to I said sunlight, or maybe not sunlight, these lights, by not being exposed to that for 30 minutes before I go to sleep. So I'll try that for this week, next week, next month. I'll see if this issue gets fixed. If it doesn't, I'll have to take it seriously. But for now, just try and fix my sleep schedule, because based on the research that I've done on the internet, insomnia can be fixed depending on what caused it. If it was caused by maybe depression or irregular sleeping patterns, then it can be fixed. You can fix it just by drinking enough water, waking up early, having consistent sleep patterns. So I'll do just that. Now, the other issue that I wanted to address with this channel, so this is going to make it difficult to title the video because I'm constantly jumping between topics, but I'm just going to put this video on the front page, where it's like an introduction to this channel. So this channel, I want it to be about my journey towards trying to become a more playful person, because I think most of my loneliness comes down to my inability to play and express myself. More than half of my problems when it comes to my ability to enjoy life are caused by my fear, my lack of courage. One thing that I would like people, no, that not that I would like people, something that, even though it was just in the middle of a 3-hour Carl Jung video, one of the things that he said is that when you have problems, maybe you have a trauma and something like that, if you had a troublesome childhood and you you don't know how to solve your problems, you have to see the things that trigger you. If being anxious, maybe public speaking or talking to women, or just trying to have a casual conversation with strangers, what he pointed out was that you have the solution is in the confrontation of, in that particular moment, if you're afraid of women, the only way to not be afraid of women is to actually talk to women. It's that kind of things. It's that kind of thing. Like right now, I'm afraid of exposing myself to the internet because I might discover that I'm dumb because I've spent so much time in my head, and I really cannot rely on the people who sometimes point out that I might be smarter than the average person, because when I type text messages, I use English because it's easier to express ideas. English has short words, and I'm constantly exposed to TV shows that speak English. So there's that too. So I want to exhaust myself. Basically, I want to grow, and I don't care what kind of obstacles that I encounter during that process, during this process, because I know that I might die one day. I might actually not see another day. So that's one of the other things. The other thing that I really want to talk about is how how do I decide when how do I decide to live my life? There's that too. Now, I'm about to get into a subject that is not necessarily too personal, but is related to my future and stuff like that. Nowadays, I really thought about, okay, when you're in high school, teachers encourage you to go to university, which is not necessarily a bad idea. The problem is there's the government involved, and the government is full of corrupt officials, and these fi- these financial aid schemes are sometimes, most of the time, unreliable. There's that too. It's like you are planning a future that is not entirely in your hands. Yes, you can understand, okay, when you try something, sometimes you can fail because of your abilities and your lack of effort, but it's wrong when you fail even though you gave it your all, and then simply because there's not enough people or spaces in university, you can't go, even though your marks are reasonably good. There's that kind of failure, which is not entirely based on your lack of effort, which is not entirely caused by your lack of effort, but rather caused by the kind of institution that you are trying to succeed in. Now, I started this channel because I understand that it doesn't matter what I pursue. If I decide to go through the academic route, this side of my life will progress even if I fail that side. Here, it can take longer, but as long as I'm consistent and innovative, I think I will be able to grow here. See, it's not about success and working hard and working hard and failing, and then one day, poof. No, it's about making progress. What people don't understand is progress is the solution to your depression. You need to find something in your life where you can actually make progress, which is why most people recommend working out, because working out releases serotonin and you actually make progress. You look at you can see yourself. There's a part of your life that is going right. Usually when people are depressed, it's because most of their life is not going right and they are not making some kind of progress. And then they feel stuck. Right now, I'm talking about people who have money. Your depression might be caused by your poverty, which is another kind of situation, two different situations. Now, there's that too. I was actually confused. No, not confused. Like thinking, doubting what this channel should be about. I don't want to be a place where I only talk about important stuff like that. I just want to have fun, have fun. Just want to have fun. It should be about that because life is very complicated, and I want to have fun. This life can't just be this miserable. So there's that too. I have created my art channel where I'll be posting art content. I don't know when I'll start, but there will be updates on when will I start and what the schedule is going to be like when it comes to posting. I'm not consistent on this channel. I don't know how I'll do on that one, but and also, yeah, there's that. There's my album is coming out. My uncertified album is coming out on not certified. Maybe I might be able to certify it, but it will come out on 1 December, and that album is supposed to represent the phase in my life where I'm just lost trying to figure things out. These remaining months, I really don't care much about this is the right decision, this is the wrong decision. These remaining months are about making progress in what I already decided to work on, which then allows me to actually work and stop procrastinating. And that is all for today, and you'll see me on the next video.